说中文。
Chinese pot, Chinese pot, Chinese pot. That's the way to learn Chinese. Chinese pot, Chinese pot, Chinese pot. That's the way to learn Chinese.
Hi everybody, this is Chinese Pod. This is an intermediate lesson, and I'm John.
大家好，我是 Jenny。今天我们要去中东。
Yeah, we're going to the Middle East today. What place exactly in the Middle East?
迪拜，迪拜。
Second tone, fourth tone.
对，
迪拜。
对。
And in English, as you may have guessed, that would be Dubai.
没错。
More on that name later, but let's get into the dialogue. Maybe we should set the scene a little bit for our listeners.
好，那今天我们会听到一对夫妻。
Okay, so a married couple. You can tell that from the first line of the dialogue.
对。
So pay attention. And what are we talking about?
他们两个在迪拜，然后他们觉得迪拜很漂亮，很高级。
Okay, so we're going to go over this language later. Let's listen in for what they noticed specifically about Dubai.
好。
老公，你看，帆船酒店，
哇，漂亮！迪拜太了不起了。
海湾也好美。
是啊，有石油真好。你看看他们，过得多奢侈。
可是我觉得太高级、太现代了，没有什么传统的阿拉伯文化。
怎么没有？你看，本地女人穿得多传统。还有，到处都是清真寺，比便利店还多。
好了好了，我们别争了。
你不是要去免税店吗？
对哦。
听说这儿的免税店还卖汽车。
别想了，我们可买不起。
All right, so Jenny, what do they talk about in the very first line?
他们说到了帆船酒店，帆船酒店。
Okay, so if we look at those characters, literally we have sail, boat,
对，
alcohol shop.
这是什么呢？
All right, so the first two characters are not misleading, right?
没错，
What's the word?
帆船，帆船。
First tone, second tone.
对，
And that means sailboat,
是的，
unsurprisingly. And the next two characters,
酒店，酒店
so it's not really a liquor store.
是 hotel。
Okay, 酒店 is a word for a hotel. So that's third tone, fourth tone. Don't be misled by the characters.
对，
This word, the meaning has kind of changed over time.
是的，
All right, so this is a specific hotel, right?
对，这个酒店是迪拜非常非常有名的一幢房子。
Yeah, it's an especially famous hotel in Dubai. The English name is Burj Al Arab. And if you know anything about Dubai, you probably know about this hotel.
对啊，就算你对迪拜不是很了解，可能也看过这个酒店的照片，
Yeah, if you go online, you'll definitely see pictures of it.
就很像一条帆船。
Yeah, it does look like a sailboat. All right, so then what's the husband's reaction to the hotel?
他说是漂亮，而且迪拜太了不起了，迪拜太了不起了。
Okay, so 了不起, right? Third tone on the 了.
对，
不起, qi is the third tone as well.
是的，
So 了不起, that just means amazing, great.
对，就是 something very impressive，
Okay, impressive.
了不起。
All right, yeah, don't be misled by the character 了. It's the same as 了, but in this word, it's always pronounced.
了不起。
All right, this is a pretty common adjective, so start using it if you're not.
好的，那迪拜也是一个海湾，海湾。
Okay, so that's third tone, 海, that means sea,
对，
and one meaning like a bay, pretty much.
是的，
You hear the word 海湾, and you might think of Taiwan. It's the same one, right?
没错
It means bay,
，bay 或者 Gulf。
Gulf. Okay, so 海湾 is the generic term
对
for bay or Gulf.
是的。
All right, so third tone, first tone on that word.
好，那接下来我们再来看一个词，石油，石油。
Okay, so literally, if you break that down into the characters, that is rock oil. And that would be petroleum, oil, right?
对，石油，
So that's two second tones.
没错。
So in Chinese, when you talk about petroleum, that's not the same as the gas you put in your car. Just like in English, petroleum and gas are different.
对的，
All right, so 石油. And what else do they say?
他们说，你看看迪拜的人过得多奢侈，过得多奢侈。
Okay, so 过的. This 过 is meaning like to pass or to spend time.
就
Actually, it
是
means to live, right?
对生活过日子。
过日子, right? To spend their days. So after 过的, you can put different things there. In
对。
this case, we have
奢侈，奢侈，
okay, first tone, third tone. That means luxurious
没
or
错。
extravagant.
对
So you're living way nicer than you need to because it's.
Well, you need to live extravagantly if you've got the means.
Do you? All right. Well, anyway, 奢侈. That's one thing you could put after 过的. What else could you put?
过得多苦，过得多苦。
So you have bitter days. In other words, very hard days.
对，
Or you could just say 过得好.
哎，过得多好，过得多快乐，都可以啊。
Yeah. What do Chinese parents always say about their children? They hope what?
他们希望孩子过得比他们好。
Yeah. So Chinese parents all hope that their kids have better lives than they had, right?
应该是 universal 吧。
Yeah. Okay. That's true. So let's go on to the next line.
好，我们来看一下跟奢侈很像的一个词，高级，高级。
Okay. First tone, second tone.
对，
That sounds like the word that when you described advanced lessons on Chinese Pod.
哦，对 ，advanced lesson 就是高级课程。不过高级也可以形容就是很奢侈，非常非常的豪华。
So 高级 doesn't always mean high level. It could mean high class.
对，
Right. So that often means expensive.
是的，
Okay. So 高级, what's the other word after it?
现代，现代，
Okay. So that's modern.
对，
Two fourth tones. You notice we have 太高级,太现代了.
没错。
So we have this 太 plus 了 in one, and we have 太 without the 了 in the other. Why is that?
对，当你有好几个形容词在一起的时候，你不用在每一个后面都说了，就是最后说一下就可以了。
Okay, because you have two in a row. 太 something else. You can just save yourself a little breath by just doing one at the end.
对啊。
All right, that's easy.
好，那现在我们来看一下传统的阿拉伯文化。传统的阿拉伯文化，
Okay, so this adjective 传统, that's second tone, third tone.
对，
It means traditional.
是的，
It could also be a noun meaning tradition.
没错。
Okay, so 传统的 is traditional. And traditional what?
阿拉伯文化，阿拉伯文化，
Okay, so Arab culture.
对，
How do we say Arab again?
阿拉伯，阿拉伯，
So two first tones and a second tone.
是的，
Now, if I want to say Arabic,
阿拉伯语，阿拉伯语。
okay, so that's the language. All right, great.
好，那我们看一下这个传统的阿拉伯文化是怎么样的。
Yeah, what examples of Arabic culture do we have here?
哦，我们有本地的女人，让她们穿得很传统。本地女人穿得多传统？
Okay, so 本地 literally means this place. It means local, right?
对，
Local people in this place we're in. So the local women,
穿得多传统，穿得多传统。
so 穿 meaning to wear clothes. And then what comes after it, after da tells us how they're dressed.
对，
So obviously they're dressed very traditional.
是的。那这个结构跟刚刚过得多奢侈很像。
Yeah, so it's the exact same pattern we saw before. Repeated. All right, so what other examples of traditional Arabic culture do we see?
还有到处都是清真寺，到处都是清真寺。
Okay, 清真寺. First, fourth. This is a mosque.
没错，清真就是形容一些穆斯林的东西。
Yeah, it refers to the Islamic faith.
对，
And then 寺, that's the same character you see in Buddhist temples and stuff, right?
是的，
So it's a character that means temple.
清真寺
Okay, and what was the comment about mosques?
到处都是清真寺。
Okay, so 到处, two fourth tones.
对
It，means everywhere.
是的，
All right, and in Chinese, when you have a word like everywhere, everything, you often kind of emphasize with.
都到处都是清真寺。
Okay, so everywhere, all is mosques,
对啊，
literally.
然后比便利店还多，比便利店还多。
So even more than,
便利店
so that's a convenience store.
是的，便利店
Convenience stores.
三个第四声。
Okay, three fourth tones. So going back to this 到处都是 for a second. I think this pattern appears a lot. Can you give us a few more examples of it?
好，比如中国到处都是人。
So there are people everywhere in China. All right, maybe one more.
那美国呢？美国到处都是 Walmart， 是不是啊？
Maybe.
到处都是沃尔玛。
All right, I'm not going to ask you for another example now. The next sentence.
哦，他们好像有一点 debate about 这个迪拜到底是传统还是现代？
Yeah, they're kind of arguing over how traditional, how modern it is.
对，
So then they decide,
别争了，我们别争了。
okay, 争, that means argue, right?
对，或者 debate，
Okay. So 争 is first tone.
没错，
It's not necessarily angry, just like they're not angry.
对，
Okay, so we know what 争 means, but let's look at the pattern that it's stuck right in the middle of.
别争了，我们别争了。
Okay, so 别 meaning don't,
对
and 了 is referring to a change of state.
对，就是不要再做一件事情。
Yeah, stop doing it. So in other words, we're debating now, so stop doing it.
对
So you often see this 别 verb and then 了.
了，没错。那其实对话里面还有一个这样的结构，就是别想了，别想了。
Yeah, stop thinking about it. Don't even think about it.
对，
All right.
那迪拜呢还有一个特色哦，就是免税店，免税店。
This is a word worth breaking down character by character.
对
So 免, third tone meaning free or free of something.
对，就是 exempt，
Exempt, all right? And then
税，税。
being fourth tone meaning taxes.
哎呦，我们都很讨厌的。
And then 店, fourth tone, of course, is shop.
对，
So in English, we call these duty-free shops.
是的，那中文就是免税店。那么迪拜的免税店啊，里面有各种各样的东西，还卖汽车。
Wow, they even sell cars.
是的，啊，可是我们今天的小夫妻买不起啊，买不起。
买不起. So 买, of course, meaning to buy. But you add this 不起 on the end, it means they can't afford to do it.
对
So they can't afford to buy
A car.
in Dubai anyway.
Even when it's duty free， 买不起，
Yeah, somehow I'm not surprised. Dubai isn't exactly bargain central, right?
真的嘞。好，我们再听一遍今天的对话。
Welcome back to another installment of Chinese Pod Trivia. And the question for you is, for what test does Chinese Pod offer preparation services for? Is it A, the polygraph, B, the colonoscopy, C, the HSK test, or D, the CAT scan?
The CAT scan?
Ooh, sorry, that is incorrect. The correct answer is C, the HSK test. That's right, Chinese Pod will thoroughly prepare you to pass this rigorous test of proficiency in Chinese. ChinesePod.com/HSK.
老公，你看，帆船酒店，
哇，漂亮！迪拜太了不起了。
海湾也好美。
是啊，有石油真好。你看看他们，过得多奢侈。
可是我觉得太高级、太现代了，没有什么传统的阿拉伯文化。
怎么没有？你看，本地女人穿得多传统，还有，到处都是清真寺，比便利店还多。
好了好了，我们别争了。
你不是要去免税店吗？
对哦，
听说这儿的免税店还卖汽车。
别想了，我们可买不起。
All right, so Jenny, there's an interesting little linguistic tidbit I want to examine right now.
对，就是这个城市的名字。
Yeah, the name. So in English, we say Dubai.
那中文我们说迪拜，迪拜。
Yeah, so I wanted to know which is it in Arabic? Which one is closer? A little competition here.
我们别争了，这样。
Okay, maybe it's not a competition. But one of our coworkers speaks Arabic, has been to Dubai. So we asked her,
那是什么呢？
and she says it's Dubai.
So there's no winner， 我们都输了。
Whatever, languages like that. So anyway, if you have any questions about the city and how Chinese expresses these things, come to ChinesePod.com and we'll help you out.
好的，今天的课程就到这儿，我们明天再见。
再见.
As usual, ChinesePod provides an extensive selection of learning materials for this lesson on its website, www.chinesepod.com. You can access this lesson directly with the lesson number
1180.
So just go to www.chinesepod.com/1180
1180.
and you will find a transcript, vocabulary, and much more. The link again, www.chinesepod.com/1180.